And make sure they've got ball security against this Duke D.
The other thing too, Beth, is because these two teams are so well prepared and they're extremely talented, situations are going to matter on both sides of the ball. Both these coaches are really good when there's a dead ball opportunity from baseline out of bounds to jump balls to after timeouts. That's where the game's going to be decided.
First word from both coaches when we talked to them yesterday, rebounds.
Scripted plays like that one right there. That's just a great basketball cut by Mayer. Reading the defense.
Jaquez into the paint and then the kick out short from Rice and knocked away by Duke. Swing it around to Riley Nelson. She's off the mark. Rice will push. Delaney Thomas able to catch her. It will stay at this end for the Bruins, and Corey Close in her 15th season. Returned to the Final Four last year and looking to get back one more time. The best season in Bruin history with 34 wins against just one loss. That was way back in November. Betts can't hit that, and Fournier, she was in foul trouble on Friday night, played limited minutes.
Both these teams have incredible scoring capability from 5 positions, and they love to play with pace. But I think the game's going to slow down at points where you're going to have to execute.
Kara Lawson, now in her 6th season, was the ACC Coach of the Year as they swept the regular season and
overcoached that action.
Neepkins passes out of the double team. Ledger Walker off the bounce. And a foul inside.
And Beth, this is the way you beat pressure, right? Reverse the ball, skip over the top, force a closeout, and then make a great read, which is exactly what Ledger Walker did to get to the line.
Fouls on Fournier, her first. So Charlize, the grad student from New Zealand, to the line as Ariana Robertson checks in for Duke. These two teams squared off early in the season. It was a 30-point UCLA win without the Betts sisters. It is the biggest loss of the Kara era at Duke. So while they talk about not avenging that, they have a chance to win 3 straight games against teams that beat them in the regular season. They are off to a much better start already than they were November 27th in Las Vegas.
Most players don't like to use their left hand on the left side of the floor anymore, Beth, but we're going to keep drilling it in the gyms everywhere across America.
They are 6 for 8 to open up. Kiki Rice. Dugalich, who had a double-double off the bench the other night. Betts. And they're going to get a foul on the floor on Delaney Thomas.
That's a good whistle for UCLA. They're trying to establish Betts. High-low typically takes help away down the middle third. It's a good look by UCLA.
Dugalich on the inbound. Corey Close was hoping to score on all their set pieces today. She thought that was going to be a big stat. Thomas attacks. Betts bothers. And Lauren wins that one.
For the flop. I love a good turnaround jumper off the glass. There's that backdoor opportunity. Ledger Walker did a good job defending it.
Jackson. Good flash to the middle by Nelson. And that's good. Court awareness, basketball IQ for this UCLA veteran squad.
Mayer, get the mismatch. I mean, pull her out, clear it out, and go.
Jackson just inside the line, and there's Jaquez weak side.
The degree of difficulty for shots is something that LSU's looking to contest. So is Duke. They're really good at contesting jumpers.
Rice got it stolen, almost took it back.
Want Jordan Wood to catch it in the corner or shoot it outside the three-point line. She's a specialist off the bench for them with her size. 50% of the shots she takes her from beyond the arc.
Oh, Ledger Walker wanted it. Dugalich couldn't get it to her. Now Betts finds Charlize. Shot clock's winding down. Rice tries to go to work on the baseline. Just 3 seconds to go. And good defense for Duke, and they get a shot clock violation. That's what Kara Lawson's teams have always been good at, and now their best offensive unit to match it.
They have tremendous balance at Duke. They can beat you 2 ways. Their defense puts a lot of pressure. It's possession by possession in front of you.
Tiana Mayer has hit her first 4 shots of the game, and an 8-point Duke lead. And their defense right now forcing more turnovers than allowing UCLA baskets. Betts fouled and a trip to the line coming.
Tiana Mayer, or you played the schedule that Duke has played, she gets ultimate respect from the coaches across the country. She has been outstanding, and she is moving up the charts in the ACC historically for assists.
So Betts, the senior from Centennial, Colorado, to the line, 66%. As good as she's been in the regular season, her tournament numbers even better over the course of her career, first at Stanford and now in Westwood, playing her 131st game here today. With over 1,800 points and 1,000 rebounds and 250 blocked shots.
She's 64% at the rim. So UCLA does a great job of typically moving the ball, spacing around her, and giving her opportunities to get to that left shoulder with that right hand. Yeah, that's a butt screen and an illegal screen. I think actually that is the right call. Kara Lawson doesn't like it. Watch the screen by Jackson. She butts her way when you turn. It's a butt screen. It's illegal. Butt screens are legal, but when you move like that, they're not.
That's her first.
Plus the push by Nelson.
Jordan Wood with the bucket.
I'm telling you right now, this is a good game, right? This is well played early on. Both teams taking advantage of their strengths early.
Betts
pitches it that deep with 2 feet in the paint and buries her defender in the cylinder. You got no chance.
Final seconds. Mayer for 3. Off the mark. Early drama. Let's see if we can carry it through here in Sacramento for a spot in the Final Four. And we'll be back after this message and a word from our ABC.
Coach of the year in their respective leagues. See, this is situations that I'm talking about, Beth. This is what I said at the beginning about execution and determining the game. And not just offense. We always talk about situations from an offensive lens, but it's what you do defensively as well to disrupt in those stoppages with dead balls.
First quarter for Duke, Mayer and Nelson had 15 points. Everybody that played scored for UCLA, led by Lauren Betts with 6. Here's Dugalich with the turnaround.
Is a great story. One of 6 seniors on this team, or grad students, volunteered to come off the bench to help the team because Corey Close really has 6 or 7 starters.
They had 2 big transfers added to the lineup in Ledger Walker and Neepkins this season. Here's Sienna Betts. She and her sister Lauren getting to play together in this NCAA tournament. Played 1 year of high school together as well, Sienna in her freshman season at UCLA.
Her at the rim, 87.5% of the shots she makes are on that spot right there. You have to keep her from getting there. That's a lot of numbers, but it is really telling about the scouting report.
Betts with Fournier defending. Dugalich wanted to get it back to her.
She was looking for the duck-in repost.
Yeah. Now they got a shot clock issue. Rice, Betts has to launch, didn't get it up. That is the second one of the first half for the Duke D.
Watch this play right here. First you stuff the Fournier cut, then you block the shot. And when Lauren Betts blocks shots into their transition game, this is what happens. What a beautiful finish by Kiki Rice. They go to their home.
Betts, patient. Well, they're going to call her for the offensive foul with a wrap.
I think Betts has always shown great patience right here, but there you see the hook on Fournier. It's a good call.
Her first.
I think
this could be USA versus Canada in the not too distant future.
It might
Those
be.
two.
She has taken a three and missed. You let her take the mid-range. She is so dangerous in the paint.
Both sides shooting better than 50%. You know you got to do that. You know you got to score if you're going to hang with the likes of the UConn Huskies. They are already into the Final Four on the other side of the bracket.
That's the key. They're on the other side. South Carolina or TCU tomorrow will have to worry about the Huskies.
Winner of this one gets Texas.
All-American at Texas for head coach Vic Schaefer. 57 points in the last 2 games.
She's had a 40-burger already in the tournament. That'll come your way from Fort Worth. Our game here will be South Carolina and TCU. The winner of that one will face Connecticut. The unbeaten Huskies are into the national semis for the 25th time under Gino Auriemma. Lauren Betts, 2 for 5 so far on the day.
In a crowd. Duke doing a really good job because UCLA hasn't hit any threes.
Fournier. Can't get that to go.
Beth, if you don't hit any threes, the floor shrinks. So Duke with their length is heavy in the gap, and they're able to stunt, change their looks, bring a double maybe on the pass, bring it on the bounce. They're changing it up. UCLA is going to have to open up the floor around her.
Duke lead, and here's what you were talking about, Debbie, the difference. Everything in the paint, nothing outside for UCLA's offense. They force one down low, swatted away by Jackson. Betts has to pass it out of the double team, and it's knocked loose by Jackson. 11 UCLA turnovers. Thomas spinning, no. Oh, and that's Fournier with the foul, and that is her second.
Yeah, she's got to have a little bit better discipline there. She should know that was a tough one for her to get, and Roberson's going to have to come in the game now. Roberson.
Fournier will check out with 3:38 to go.
You know, Duke in the LSU game, Beth, never put LSU in the bonus. LSU, an excellent free throw shooting team. UCLA is an excellent free throw shooting team. Not in the bonus so far. They got to be more aggressive in drawing some fouls.
Rice.
Called the 3 W's of a good point guard. Who to get the ball to, when, and where. You got to really understand the skill set of your teammates to do those things.
She just drew the second foul on Gianna Neepkins. She helped set them up defensively too, Debbie. 2 shot clock violations for the Bruins here in the first half. They had 6 all season.
I think UCLA looks stagnant. Betts. What a finish.
That's Lauren to Sienna. Their lone season together, trying to keep it going for another weekend, and Sienna's going to be whistled for the foul.
I mean, this is when you know you got that sister connection. In a crowd, look at Sienna come down with this catch. Pump fake, finish at the rim. She's got a couple of buckets in tight.
Roberson. Into the baseline. Betts is there with her every step of the way. Passing traffic, knocked out. Shot at one. A win today would be the most in school history at 35.
Nice skip over the top. Good flash to the middle by Jaquez.
Shot clock's off for the Blue Devils.
I'd go screen with Betts. Put her in drop coverage. Mid-range jumper. Here it comes.
There it is. Betts will Get out a little bit farther on Mayer.
They're switching that action now.
And the shot way off, and that'll take care of the first half.
Close to the level of the screen. That's an automatic pull the jumper. And Mayer has been terrific in the first half for Duke. And then UCLA hasn't made any threes. Look at the Duke defense. They are sagging, they are gapping, they are heavy in the gaps. They are using their length. Becomes a factor. UCLA's got to take care of the basketball first and foremost, and they've got to defend in transition.
Check out the first half stats brought to you by Dixie. 16 points off of turnovers for Duke. Mayer and Riley Nelson leading the way for the Blue Devils. They have the lead despite a scoreless first half from Ashland Jackson.
So Coach Corey Close told.
Switch, Jackson lost it. Impact on the court for the Blue Devils.
And UCLA goes to zone.
Bruins enjoying their first lead since the first minute of the game.
Beth, according to Synergy, Corey Close doesn't play any zone. I mean, very rarely do you see any zone out of the Bruins. One possession, remember, situational defense. One possession. Back to the man.
.com. Will it be the UConn Huskies winning a 13th championship? They are the first team we know going to Phoenix. About to send a second one here from Sacramento. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Mayer, pass picked off.
That's because Bet switched out on her.
Neepkins will try on her own, and it's stripped away by Mayer. What a play by Taina to hustle back. Jackson to Thomas. Betts has the board. Her 7th to go along with 14 points.
It's a really great job by Corey Close and her defense, mixing up their schemes based on personnel on their ball screen coverages.
Mayer making another terrific defensive play. Short on the shot as Rice stayed with her.
They're going to take this down to the last, for the last possession. They're going one shot here. Let's see if Duke changes their D. They're not going to go zone because Kara Lawson doesn't play any zone. Let's see if they switch their coverage.
With 5 minutes to play.
There's a lot of contact. Duke's been in this position before. Last year in the Elite Eight against South Carolina in Birmingham with a chance to go to the Final Four. In their late game execution, let them down. South Carolina had a lot to do with that. Let's see if they can make some plays here.
Mayer, she's been their go-to. She's got 21.
It's not even like you have to dump the playbook on her. Just put her in a middle ball screen.
Back to a 2-possession game. More of Betts and a foul.
Got to be ready to rebound here.
Gets 1 of 2. We saw Duke in the first half when they've been able to push, been able to run. They've been at their best.
Corey Close over there, playbook in hand, communicating with her point guard. Her 4-year starter on the top of the floor, Kiki Rice. Contact right here. Well, she's wrapping her up from behind. So in the WNBA, I know this is college, but if you wrap them up like that, that is not a foul. Even though she looked like she had her from behind. The official thought she had the ball.
Rice. Betts with a touch. Shot clock winding down, and a foul, and if that's on Fournier, that's 4.
In a late clock, too. Duke under duress.
That is her 4th. With 3.5 to go. Floor for UCLA. Their careers over 130 games, over 140 games collegiately. Their eye is on getting one more on Friday of the Final Four. Betts did touch rim. Rice second chance, no. Third chance around and out. Duke thought that there was a step on the mid-court line, no call. Third on Thomas.
I mean, this is a great trap right here, too.
Ooh.
She's close, but she's not on the line. Oh, white pressure right here by UCLA.
Gets 1 of 2. Mayer for 3. Short. UCLA ball. College basketball games amongst them. Duke.
What a pass. Situational offense.